Hello, everyone. My name is Santiago Rivera. I'm a dancer. I'm a dance educator. I'm a choreographer, and I'm a Latinx artist. As a creative person, I believe we all have skeletons in our closets. We all have experiences and stories we know we can't ever share, but we want to free ourselves from these shackles of misery. I want to start my talk by offering the audience a content warning. My talk and performance will include topics and actions that some may find uncomfortable and inappropriate. I will give a few moments to anyone who chooses not to witness my talk today and exit the ballroom at this time. The safest way I have found to be 100% myself is through my choreography. It is a way I've learned to cope and heal with the darkness that consumes my heart. I have researched different techniques such as Gaga movement language, the Jose Limon technique, Pina Bausch's approach to physical theater, and Butoh, the Japanese dance theater. I have also dove into topics such as religion, sexuality, mental health, family, and darkness. Artists explore the experiences of life, violence and trauma being one of them. We offer the power of truth through art, and it becomes our shield against the evils of the world. The truth of violence and trauma are a tough pill to swallow, but those who choose to listen are not complicit in the reality that is suffering. My works live in the world of direct and violent storytelling. I know. Some of you may be asking yourselves what I mean by direct and violent, but it's exactly what it sounds like. My dance pieces explore direct visuals that may be shocking, but easy for the audience to understand, like slapping myself, screaming to the top of my lungs, and flailing my body around the stage. We find respect and balance for the performer and audience through consent. When an artist decides to push boundaries, they are exploring avenues that blur lines between reality and entertainment. It is important for the artist, performer, and audience to experience the power of truth through dance, while at the same time protecting their well-being and boundaries. Within exploring these boundaries, I have to make sure that I receive consent from both audience and performers before starting the choreographic process and performance. In my findings, I have learned that conversation and consent are vital to a process where dancers are asked to participate in physical violence and face their traumas, and ask the audience to witness aggression on stage. Questions I'm usually asked are, why are you slapping yourself? Or, why are the dancers hurting you? And my response is, because the pain I actually felt was so much worse. An audience member can recognize that a slap can hurt, and that's where they can associate my art to my pain. What was the point of all that? The point of the physical violence is to show us that now we're exploring boundaries between art and physical pain. It makes us uncomfortable to face our truths and the truths of others, but art allows us to accept the hard realities of life. I had to accept my truth. The violence from my community that caused my traumas as a cisgender Latinx man. The expectations that were placed on me as to be masculine were unrealistic, so I hid behind my choreography. I was never to speak up when I saw something wrong, or I would have betrayed those I loved, my people. I was meant to be aggressive and the protector when I was the complete opposite. The pain I felt on my body, the pain I witnessed my loved ones and my Latinx community suffer will forever be ingrained in my memory. Now, my job as a dance artist and creator is to amplify these silenced voices and shed a light on the horrors of violence and trauma that are so instilled in my culture. So I ask myself, do I include violence in my work for the sake of art? To tell my truth? Because I actually want to hurt myself? The answer I have for you today is to tell my truth. They are my cries and my sorrows, my way of prayer and a way to heal. The pain shown on stage is real to inspire the audience and performers that our art and our talents are our voice. For those of us who believe we can't ever be our authentic selves, we can find a different outlet. Mine is choreography. It's not the easiest journey, but it's so healing and rewarding. Now, I want to remind you of my content warning again. My performance will include aggressive and violent movement, and if you do not wish to witness, you can exit the ballroom at this time. I will be performing a new solo titled "The Reasons I Hate Myself." This choreographic process started as a trio. With respect, consent, failure, and regret, we navigated this unknown space of anger, hatred, and darkness. With love, I will be performing this trio as a solo today. This piece is about how I've dealt and will expect to deal with the hatred I have towards myself. I want to thank my two beautiful dancers, Jesus Gallardo and Fabian Zuniga, who I am forever indebted and grateful for. This piece is dedicated to both of you. I hope you enjoy this performance. you.